call. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. And off from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the good pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Looking to move it through the air. Coming out aggressively. Reels it in down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Finds his tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
That's what we got to make this offense good. Get a completion and a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's complete. A huge pickup.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football at the time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dan.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's held. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. A run for the quarterback. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He finds his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up the throw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the extra point is good. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the bridge. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dick.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to...
Brings it down on the right side. Hit the gas can wide open ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Feeling he'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will throw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pressure coming. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle of his helmet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Utah State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Aggies had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got his man. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Guys, what are you doing?
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Pass on the way out. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but they're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
He's got the tight end. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
wants this cornerback on the perimeter of the field because he has unbelievable short area quickness, and he can break on the pass immediately, and you saw it right there on that interception.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking the play.
Let's play like a team.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of a locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Movement here from the tight end. Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Pulls and throws up the RPO. And that's a live ball. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over, jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big one.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
On second down, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The throw, and it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
Going for the big play. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to pass it. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. And they couldn't bring him down. Touchdown. Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He's back to throw on second down. Might be looking to run. Slings it downfield. Lost the defense is wide open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. On the run, still looking. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Look, right here, one time.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is snowed under.
defense gets him on the ground for the fourth time today, by the way. They pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here's a throw way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He wants it all. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now.
Well, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
On 1st down, he just sneaks it ahead.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. Getting some heat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Offense set on 1st down. Using his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
All right, sense of urgency now has to be through for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. It's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Just keep throwing it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass hits. Picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Getting downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Davis. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. first down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Escapes trouble. Fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Aim a little bit.
First and 10 from their own one, and they really need to create some breathing room. And as he throws, can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. He's not a burner or anything, but he's got enough about him that he can run and hurt you at times.
Yeah, he's sneaking fast, isn't he? It seems like he's not moving too well, but he's definitely going faster than what he looks. And this defense, they're finding that out right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Offense uses the timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCLA.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we gotta go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
Here comes the 2-point try. The option look. He'll toss it. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments.